Andy Murray has picked his Australian Open winner. Andy Murray has backed Novak Djokovic to spike the young guns and make more history by winning another Australian Open title. Carlos Alcaraz's Wimbledon triumph over the Serb superstar promised to usher in a new age at the top of men's tennis. But Djokovic responded by reclaiming the US Open title and finished the year as world number 1 for a record 8th time. Jannik Sinner beat Djokovic 3 times in November, including twice at the Davis Cup, but Alcaraz's SW19 triumph remains the only win by the next generation over the Serb at Grand Slams. Djokovic has won 10 Australian Open titles and can also set a new record of 25 Grand Slam singles titles at Melbourne Park this month. And Murray said, "A lot of people were saying the landscape had shifted after Wimbledon, and it didn't really shift. Novak won 3 slams and lost a 5-set epic final at Wimbledon. I still believe that he's the favorite going in, but I would imagine, he still looks great, but it probably doesn't get easier. I know it doesn't get easier the older you get, but just based on what happened last year alone in the majors. The Davis Cup matches or the World Tour finals are important events. Of course they are, and I am sure like for Sinner or some of the younger guys, that helps like with their belief when they go on court against him. I know that when the Australian Open rolls ran that it's not gonna be easy for those guys to win against Novak in a huge match, because some of them are trying to do for the very first time, win a major for the very first time. Alcaraz was in that position going into Wimbledon, where he had won a major already, and that was against Casper Ruud, who had also never won one. Not easy when you're trying to win your first and you're playing against the guy who's won 24 and 10 times. It's a very different mentality, I think. Murray is back in Melbourne to write another chapter in his own Australian Open story after losing 5 finals here, including 4 to Djokovic, and retiring in 2019 before his second hip operation. Even last year he beat Matteo Berrettini in 5 sets before finally seeing off Thanasi Kokkinakis at 4:05 p.m. before going out in the 3rd round. I don't really think the Australian Open owes me one, to be honest. I've had great moments here. Obviously disappointed to lose 5 Australian Open finals, but my record here has been incredible over the years. I've played some of my best tennis here, and unfortunately in the finals that I played against Novak, he has won this event 10 times and has gone on to achieve what he has. They certainly weren't easy matches to win. I would have liked to have played probably someone different in those matches, but it wasn't to be.